Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at lifemd.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Confused on where to start with weight loss medication? See the lowest prices available with or without insurance for Wegovy, Zepbound, and more at trylifemd.com. 95% of LifeMD patients said starting their weight loss journey was simple. Listen to Tara's story after losing 42 pounds.
You just take your shot. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet. What I wasn't expecting it to do was to shut off the food noise. I've gone from 237 to 195. This was life-altering, and if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Get your free insurance benefits check in minutes right now at trylifemd.com. Nearly 96% of patients said they would recommend the LifeMD program to anyone who wants to lose weight. Get started right now at trylifemd.com. That's TRYLIFEMD.com.
Hey, welcome to your Tuesday. A high of 90, muggy, hot, humid. Could see some rain later this afternoon. And when that possibility of rain just lingers, it's just so humid and ugh.
And then you think the rain's going to make it less humid, and it doesn't.
It doesn't, right?
And then it's like, oh, it's worse.
Yeah. I am jacked. I am ready. I don't know what's going to happen. First of all, very busy day. Second of all, I had an interesting start to my day because I woke up at like 3:10 for the second pee of the night, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. I was just kind of rolling around, and at about 3:45, I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, glass break. I've never jumped out of bed so fast, grabbed my billy club that I keep under the bed. Nora heard it, jumped out of bed right away. I happened to sleep sans clothing, so I ran into the closet, which is by the bedroom door, to throw on some running shorts and head out. And our stairs are right by our bedroom door, so I'm leaning over kind of the rail, looking downwards, looking for shadows. Nora's behind me, phone in hand, 911 already pre-dialed, and don't hear anything for about 10 seconds, so I creep downstairs, and one of the pictures hanging on our wall had fallen off and shattered glass everywhere.
That'll take a couple of years off your life.
Yeah, oh man, I was ready. I was ready for it. Nora had a little bit of a shake going. Her hand was a bit twitchy. Yeah.
No going back to sleep after that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. She goes, so should I just start the coffee now?
Yeah,
I'm up. I'm up now. I was at work about 30 minutes early this morning.
Oh, God.
I had time for like a bowl of cereal this morning. I did some early news reading. Yeah, that'll wake you up for
no
sure.
Doubt.
It was big old shatter of glass. I mean, easily could have been, a window or something to the house. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, how are you, Kelly?
I'm great.
Wonderful.
I got a new book here sitting in front of my computer. So it's called The Dictionary of Dreams. So if you guys have any dreams you want me to interpret,
okay.
I have an exhaustive list here. Yeah. Tell me the theme of your dream, and I'll tell you what it means. That's right, baby. I love dream interpretation. I don't know if there's any science to it. Probably no science to it. But if I do feel like you dream about the things you're sort of maybe worried about or, are thinking about, and sometimes it comes out in your dreams. I don't know, man.
Sense.
I buy it.
Okay, but why? But then explain to me why I'm so concerned about building a golf cart with my 4th grade music teacher. Like, I don't understand why I would be worried about that.
Let me tell you why.
Is that real? I mean, what?
Just saying.
Let me see.
Go kart with your 4th grade music teacher.
Go-kart. Let's see if it gets that specific. I don't know.
Jake, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, man. I'm good. I wondered why you were here earlier than usual.
I'm telling you, I've been up since 3:10. Easily. All right, let's get going. We have got tickets for Shinedown and Bush to give away. We've got tickets for The Offspring coming up a little bit later. Give us about 1 hour, and we'll have your Shinedown and Bush tickets. But let's start off with some winning, as we always do, with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
Yeah, $25 to waterbeds and stuff up for grabs. If you're the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970. What music festival brand is up for sale on eBay? That is the question. What music festival brand is up for sale on eBay? Text in the answer to 800-821-9970. Be first, get the gift card.
Give us about 45 minutes, and we'll give you the opportunity to go see that band live as they are on tour with Shinedown. They're going to be at the Shot a week from tomorrow. I'm really torn. Because I really want to go.
So go.
You know how hard it is to go to a concert on a weeknight?
And it's a very rare occasion for me, but I will take a nap that day.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going. I got to go to this show. This
is a show that is right one toe over the line of a show I would lose sleep over.
Yeah. You got to go.
I might have to go.
Got to go.
Anyways, if you want to win, right after 7 o'clock, we'll give you a chance to win tickets. Speaking of winning, let's get to Blitz Morning Trivia. What you got?
All right. Question was, what music festival brand is up for sale on eBay? And here are everybody's favorite music festival guy, Billy McFarland, to tell you all about it.
This is Billy McFarland, and I've done a lot of crazy things, but this might be the craziest thing yet. This is day 6 of doing a walk and talk every single day. And today I am taking the most famous festival brand, Fire Festival, and putting it up for auction on eBay, starting at 1 cent.
I'm broke.
Right. You need to learn English there, Billy. It's not famous, it's infamous. That is the most infamous festival name. You had a guy that worked for you give a BJ to another guy just to get water. It is not a famous music festival.
And also, I'm not buying. You're asking me to purchase failure from you,
right?
Oh, he says whoever owns the Fire brand will have an attention engine to launch festivals, do merch collabs, insane pop-ups, run live streams, and build a media brand.
That man needs therapy. He does. He 100%. Is insane.
Well, believe it or not, people are actually biting, and I haven't seen it since Friday, but Friday night the bid was up to $200,000.
Okay, that's silly. Like, I would pay for it if I could get it for $20 just as a joke, but I'm not paying any more than $20 for that.
Obviously I don't know all the legal jargon and the paperwork that goes into it, but do you get all the residuals from the Netflix documentary, from the Hulu documentary, all that stuff that, was involved? Is there any...
Are you now being sued by a bunch of people?
Too, right. Are you inheriting all the lawsuits?
Yeah, I guess it would all come with it, wouldn't it? Maybe you don't want all that.
Unbelievable.
So, all right. Well, Alan Piles from Lancaster was the first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to spend at waterbeds and stuff.
Congratulations. The Oxford English Dictionary has released some new words, and I figured now would be the perfect time to test your vocabulary, Kelly and Thick, and see how you do with these new Oxford English Dictionary words, including a new word that was put in, fudger.
Fudger?
Fudger.
Oh. I know that they call I know Youpers call people who go to fudge shops fudgies.
The fudgies, yep, up in northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep, those are fudgies. The tourists are called fudgies.
Fudger. Mm-hmm. Somebody who just has a very loose association with the truth, like a fudger. I'm going to fudge around this, act like I know what I'm doing, but I'm really fudging it.
I was going to say somebody who BS's.
You're absolutely correct, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he fudges. Yep, he's a fudger, for sure. Let's see. Laytime.
Laytime?
Yep.
L-E-I?
L-A-Y-T-I-M-E. Laytime.
Laytime. It's just a rest time. Rest time. Time for me to lay around.
Kind of a little bit. However, it's actually deals with commercial shipping, the amount of time allowed for loading and unloading of a ship's cargo.
Oh.
So I kind of like the boat is in lay time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Shoogly is a new word in the Oxford English Dictionary. Shoogly.
Spell it, please.
S-H-O-O-G-L-Y. Shoogly. Yeah.
Shoogly. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even have a guess on that one.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, after drinking, I can get a bit shoogly.
Oh, okay. So you're like wobbly and...
That's exactly it. Wobbly or unstable. Yep. Also in the Oxford English Dictionary, gloopiness.
Gloopy?
Gloopiness. G-L-O-O-P-I-N-E-S-S. Gloopiness.
Morning after being shoogly?
Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, when you're just kind of, you're really, really super drowsy. You're just getting up.
No.
Okay.
No. Gloopiness would be, I want to use this in a sentence so bad, but I won't. The state, condition, or quality of being sloppy, sticky, or gluttonously gooey.
Oh. Wow.
Is gloopiness. And finally, added to the Oxford English Dictionary, what is the definition of bag of dicks? Oxford English Dictionary. Bag of dicks.
I mean, you hear that phrase.
Group of a-holes?
It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the expression used to convey hostile or contemptuous dismissal.
Yeah.
Go get a bag of dicks.
Go eat a, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's in the
That's
Oxford
in the
English
dictionary?
Oxford English
Okay.
Dictionary
We have
has
lost our
added
minds.
bag of dicks to the what? What are we doing? I would love to be around that table of English majors and professors that work for the Oxford English Dictionary.
Yeah, and they're all like snotty British people.
Right,
so,
exactly.
and they use the C word like nobody's business. So maybe bag of D's is the same way.
Yeah, were they just sitting around like...
Yeah.
Did someone call someone, oh, that word is not going in there, Henry, eat a bag of D's. And they're like, you know what? We haven't put bag of D's in there yet.
Also, do they jam it all into one word? Because that's a phrase.
It is a phrase, and they actually have the spaces in here.
See, I don't understand that. I don't understand why we're adding all the slang to
Is
the
it
dictionary.
Bag of or bag o?
Unfortunately, it's bag of, because I think it should be bag o.
I do too.
Sure.
Bag o apostrophe.
100%.
Yes.
That is a much better use of, instead of OF, is O sky comma.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Sky comma.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us to our neighbors to the east out in Richmond Heights, Ohio. And this is kind of more of a PSA than anything. If you plan on breaking the law, do know that technology is advancing quickly. And technology will help you get caught, including new face recognition AI software. So if you are now caught on camera doing something wrong, they can take a still shot of that video, get your face, and this face technology will then scour the internet, social media sites, things like that, and find out who you are. And that is exactly what happened in Richmond Heights, Ohio, where a few women are now asked to turn themselves in after, well, take a listen to what the officer had to say and what he witnessed.
A group of females walked by the cruiser and then returned back around this way. One of them climbed up on the push bumper and began to dance on the push bumper. And then another two females came walking around the other way as well, climbed up on the side of the car, standing on and dancing on the hood. And then another one then climbed up on the wheel and then onto the hood of the cruiser as well.
They just want another show?
They were twerking.
They were twerking on the hood of the police car with the officer inside the driver's seat.
I don't think they knew. Did they know he was there? They looked like they were oblivious to anything.
In the video, it looks like the car is moving forward a little bit.
Oh, did it?
It looks like the car is actually slowly creeping forward.
Is that illegal?
And how do you not see inside the windshield of the car?
I don't know. It was dark. It was nighttime.
It was nighttime.
If it's parked and it's not in an emergency situation,
you can't get on a police car and dent it up
and dance around and take a little video for your social.
They scratched it and dented it, the hood in.
Let's find out, Kelly, if it's illegal or not. I say this morning, because 99.9% of the time, there is an officer within like two buildings here who always speed. He's probably right here. Let's send you out, Kelly.
No, but he's
twerk?
working. He's looking for speeders. This person sounded like they were parked.
But in the video, it's a very busy parking lot. There are people hanging out in this parking lot. I think they were probably working and keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, it's a hot spot.
And these women decided to get up.
Yeah, I see where that's illegal. I thought it was a parked cruiser, and they just thought, hey, let's get up and dance and make a little video.
What would you do, Kelly?
Who cares? I'm not going to face or facial recognize them and try to arrest them. That's silly.
What if it was your car?
I don't care.
You wouldn't care if some just strange women just started dancing on top of your hood.
As long as they didn't like dent my car.
They did dent the car. Scratched it and dented it.
Do you think the police are wasting their time by using facial recognition?
I think that's silly.
Okay.
But I mean, if they did damage the cruiser, I guess that they should do that. But I'm saying if they just got on the bumper and did a couple twerks, and who cares? Like, really, you're going to spend your time, your precious police time, hunting these girls
Fair
down?
argument.
Yeah, that is.
I would say even better is the Cleveland 19 WOIO reporter from the news who was reporting on this story, and he had some advice for these young ladies.
Detective Evan Wright says the ladies have been charged with rioting and criminal damaging of a police vehicle. He said they can, for now, come in at a time of their choosing and bond out. And I say this as an old disc jockey. He used to play a song by the Staple Singers, Respect Yourself. And it says in part, respect yourself, because if you don't, ain't nobody gonna give a hoot about you. Respect yourself. Go listen to the song. I'm Harry Boomer, 19 years.
Harry Boomer.
Thank you, Harry Boomer, for life advice. Go listen to the Staple Singers.
Boomer, you can't make that up.
Respect yourself. Appreciate you, Harry Boomer.
I'm not saying they're the smartest girls in the world, but I'm saying I just don't understand. But if they damage the cruiser, I guess,
I do think charging them with causing a riot's a bit much. They didn't cause a riot.
They didn't cause a riot. I agree. And yes, I do believe Cleveland has bigger issues. Richmond Heights has bigger issues than women twerking on a police car. But go respect yourself. Story number 2 takes us down to Florida. Yes, we've got ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? 40-year-old man by the name of Jeffrey LaForge was arrested last Friday. Now, here's the deal. This story seems like, why are we talking about a 40-year-old who stole a bunch of stuff from Walmart? Happens all the time. The cost of the merch was actually under $1,000 total. However, Jeffrey will be charged with enhancements to felonies because he's got prior theft convictions. He is currently out on bond. All in all, pretty boring story. What it is what he stole from Walmart, including a G-Spot suction vibrator, a vibrating pocket wand for her, a tush toy, flavored lube, a dual vibrating massager, a mega massager, a vibrating bullet massager, and an oral stroker.
Is he going to open up his own shop?
Man, he had himself a planned night. On top of all of things that he took there for what seems like an adventurous weekend, he also got himself and stole one Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream valued at $3.98.
Well, he's going to work up some hunger.
Obviously, if you plan on using a G-Spot suction vibrator, a vibrating pocket wand for her, a tush toy flavored lube, a dual vibrating massager, a mega massager, a vibrating bullet massager, and an oral stroker, you are going to need yourself at least one Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream.
Famished.
Absolutely.
I may be using that too.
I mean, if nothing else, whoever he plans on using all this stuff on might have to sit on the pint of ice cream to cool things off. Because that is a lot happening there on a Friday night. But good for you, sir. That's the not-so-breaking news. All right, single people, here you go. If you are single and currently looking for love, there's a good chance you're on at least one dating app. I mean, that's just the way people meet nowadays. I've been that's how Nora and I met. We met on Bumble. But I tried them all. I did the Tinder. I did the Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
I did the Match.com. You know, you've got your basic ones that have been around a while. You make your profile, you answer the questions, hopefully you match. And then they kind of simplified things. I think Tinder did a good job of that. It was basically swipe left or right, and then you match and something happened. But then, of course, there's all about narrowing it down. And they've got some niche dating sites out there. You've got, like, Bristler for ladies who love men with beards. You've got TapDat, which is just people looking for hookups.
Yeah.
You have got Dig, which is to connect with other dog lovers. Is a dating app for dog lovers. You've got Uniform Dating, which is all about people in uniform, whether it be like firefighters or pilots, you know, if you're really into someone who wears a uniform every day to work. You've got the league, which is set up for elite singles, people who are very dedicated to their career. If you want to be a power couple, you can go to the league. Or if you want to get Frink on, you can go to Kinku, which helps people match up with their kinks.
Okay.
But now there's a new one, which I'm kind of shocked this isn't one yet. But there is a new dating app that is going to be entering the beta stages very soon. And it is called Single Rider. And it is for adult Disney fans.
Oh, that's kind of a good idea.
If you end up going to the park alone and you're a single rider, any single riders out there? You know, there's answer that question. Now, granted, they do say this very easily could expand to other park enthusiasts.
I would imagine.
But the basis of the idea is for Disney adults. And so they say it's not only for dating, but if you want to make friends, let's say you're going to the Disney park or one of the Disney parks by yourself, maybe you can meet another single rider there and hang out for the day.
Okay.
Make a new friend.
I like it.
They should definitely expand because, I mean, if it's just Disney, that really limits how many people you're going to get. I mean, if, we got Cedar Point. If
True.
I'm going to Cedar Point.
Park enthusiasts.
And there are park enthusiasts for sure, but
Disney adults are a special thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Very
Disney adults
yeah.
are their own subgroup. And I'm going to be honest, I don't mean to offend anyone, but Disney adults freak me out.
Well, I don't mind a Disney adult because it kind of reminds me of Juggalos. They're really, really huge fans of ICP to where it impacts your lifestyle. It's the same thing as a Disney adult. It does impact their lifestyle. Like the clothes they wear and the things they talk about and the things they save for and things like that. It's just a little, niche area of interest. I don't mind it. It's not my thing. I find it interesting.
Okay. I'll give you a certain... Believe me, I can sing the entire Aladdin soundtrack almost verbatim. Kind of the same thing for The Lion King. But the 90s were, to me, first of all, the 90s Disney movies were top notch. But
you ain't never met a friend, never met a friend.
You throw him off.
But yeah, I did. Because all I can think about is
Aladdin.
Listen, still good. But getting into being a Disney adult, that's depending on how far you go, you can take it too far.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you can definitely take it too far.
It's like the bronies.
What are the bronies?
The My Little Pony guys.
Fans.
The adult men who are all into My Little Pony.
Are they furries too?
Furries I know about.
You need to look up bronies. You've never heard of bronies?
I've never heard of bronies.
Oh, yeah, these are adult men who are all into My Little Pony.
I mean, there are probably like 3 of them in the U.S.
Oh, that's a big group.
That's worse than Disney adults.
Yes.
Bronies are worse than Disney adults for sure. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Here's a group picture. That's not okay. That's weird. That's okay.
Is there anything that you are into that other people might find strange, do you think? Or do you think you're pretty run-of-the-mill, normal
I would
interest?
say I'm pretty run-of-the-mill.
Yeah.
I would say the oddest thing about me is I am in the 1% of straight white male theater fans. I'm a big theater fan.
Yes.
And I can, I know a lot about, I know way more about musicals than the average middle-aged white straight male.
Okay.
So but that's about the weirdest
Yeah, that's
thing.
not really weird.
Yeah,
but it is an interest that that maybe not a ton of people in your genre have.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
It's a little bit out of the ordinary.
All right.
For sure. But, Disney, if you want to join, look for the beta coming soon.
Those Disney adults are like, you're into Broadway musicals?
I know, right?
Ooh, interesting.
Estimated 8 to 12 million bronies out there.
That's impossible. There's no
it's
way.
not, man.
That's
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a
impossible.
huge thing among. 8 to 12 million out of 8 billion is not that big of a deal, but that is a big thing to them. I mean, they're all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Every
Anyways,
country.
Look for Single Rider to be coming to your app store sometime in the near future.
And now, all right, The 3 things you need to know before you go.
A hazmat situation in Franklinton yesterday afternoon has been cleared. Columbus Fire called to the area of North Souder Avenue and River Street at about 2:30 p.m. on a report of a strange odor, and crews arrived to find a cloud with an orange tint above the GFS Chemicals building, and this thing was really visible, and it was orange, like absolutely get out of town orange. Weird.
That I'd be out.
Yeah. So apparently the company said that workers were transferring an acid solution to neutralize it when a bromine solution began to release fumes into the air. Hazmat responded. Employees at the company were evacuated, and surrounding neighbors were told to shelter in place.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, but you still get air.
I was like, do you
inside
turn
your
off
house?
your air conditioning so
What do you
nothing gets
do?
sucked in? Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Tape under the doors?
Yeah, the fumes eventually dissipated into the atmosphere. The all clear was given. No injuries reported.
Blitz listener Derek's on his way to help clean up some stuff, apparently. He just texted in, so he's on his way there.
Works, they do hazmat. His job is doing hazmat cleanup. That's wild,
That is crazy.
Department of Justice has urged the Supreme Court to turn away an appeal from Ghislaine Maxwell, the former associate of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. She is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence for conspiring with and aiding Jeffrey Epstein in his sexual abuse of underage girls. Maxwell, who's 63 years old, asked the court earlier this year to review her case. She says there was an agreement in place with federal prosecutors that barred her prosecution in New York. Now, that argument has been previously rejected by a lower court, then an appeals court. The next step is the Supreme Court, and yesterday the DOJ asked the Supreme Court to reject her appeal. So we'll see what happens. As Beyonce wrapped up a series of Atlanta performances last night, police continued to search for the person who broke into her choreographer's rental car and stole unreleased Beyonce music. The choreographer left the car in a parking deck for about an hour with 2 suitcases inside. Hello, are you begging to be ripped off? Anyway, this choreographer comes back and he finds the back window broken out, 2 suitcases missing. In those suitcases, 2 MacBooks containing unreleased Beyonce music along with set lists and other plans. Authorities say they did find fingerprints on the car, and they were able to track those laptops and the choreographer's AirPods via Find My. So they do have a suspect, and they've issued a warrant, but they haven't made any arrests.
I'm wondering if they know what they got, or if they were just in the parking garage smashing and grabbing, and they saw the suitcases sitting there and smashed the window and grabbed them.
I feel like that's more likely, although
I do
you
too.
would think if you've got a couple of MacBooks and some AirPods, you better ditch those pretty fast because they're easy to track.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see when they eventually arrest this person. Those are your 3 things.
My monsters are
Shinedown and Bush going to be at the Shot on the 23rd, a week from tomorrow. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. We've got your chance to win. We're going to save you $100, give you a pair of tickets. Jeff is on the phone. Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you. Your chance to win right now if you want to go see Shinedown and Bush. It's very simple. We are going to play a new game. This game is called Bush or No Bush. This is how it works. I have got a name for you. And this young lady, this person, either worked for George W. Bush, or this person is a mattress actress. So, if the answer is Bush, you will hear... If the answer is no Bush, you will hear... If you get enough correct, then we're going to hook you up with tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right, Jeff, here we go. Elaine Chao, Bush or no Bush?
I'm going to say Bush.
That's the correct answer. Yeah, Secretary of Labor from 2001 to 2009. All right, here we go, Jeff. Gianna Dior, Bush or no Bush?
That's a no Bush.
Yeah.
That is a no Bush. Your 2002 AVN Female Performer of the Year there. Gianna Dior. Very good, Jeff. 2 for 2. All right, here we go. Angela White, Bush or no Bush?
That sounds like a Bush.
No, I'm sorry. That's a no Bush.
Oh.
Angela White, star of Angela Loves Women 3, Blow Bang, and Take Control.
Nice.
Was she in the first two, or she just came around for the third?
Well, if they have Angela Loves Women 3, did they have other Angelas?
They must have.
Do Angela Loves Women 1 and 2, and then Angela White jumped in? Or did she star in all three? All right, here we go, Jeff. Mary E. Peters. Mary E. Peters. Bush or no Bush?
That's no Bush.
No, that is Bush. That is, yeah, Mary E. Peters.
We had to look it up real quick.
Secretary of Transportation from 2006 to 2009. All right, you're 2-2 now. Let's see how we do here. Margaret Spellings. Margaret Spellings. Jeff, Bush or no Bush?
That's Bush.
That is Bush, yes. Secretary of Education.
Woo!
I mean, was she meant to do anything else? Her last name was Spellings. She was the Secretary of Education, 2005, 2009. All right, one more, Jeff. Let's see if you can end on a high note. Here we go. Bush or no Bush? Adriana Chechik. Adriana Chechik. Bush or no Bush?
No Bush.
Woo!
No Bush is the correct answer.
Dang.
I would love to give you some credits of Adriana Chechik, but she stars in movies of titles I can't even say on the radio. Wow. So
hardcore.
Yeah, we're not even going to. I will say a lot of them, for some reason, had the word "gape" in it. I don't know why, but a lot of her credits.
Oh my God! So quadruple X.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of 6, 7s, and 8s. Like a whole lot of sequels. Jeff, you know what? You did great. We're going to hook you up with tickets. You are going to get some Bush in your life. Bush and Shinedown next Wednesday at the Shot, okay?
Sounds great.
All right, Jeff, you hang on 1 second. Wraps up our edition of Bush or no Bush. Do you have like a wow skill where you can do something and people are like, oh, wow, that's cool. I got a small handful, 2 of which are on this list. But here's the thing. Someone went online and asked, what's your wow skill? Or more importantly, what's a wow skill that's kind of easy to learn? So maybe you want to pick up like a new little party trick, but you're like, I don't want to spend the time learning it. But come to find out, some of these are pretty easy. Like number 2 on the list, and I've got a small handful in my back pocket, magic tricks. With a little bit of effort, you can learn a couple cool magic tricks.
But does that make you annoying at a party? Like, here comes Goose. He's probably going to do a couple magic tricks.
Well, I would never be that person. If you are that person, yes, you're probably a little annoying.
Like the guy who brings his acoustic guitar out at the
at the bonfire.
Everybody's having a great time, and then someone hauls out their acoustic guitar.
Well, here's the thing. That actually is on the list.
If you're good
playing a guitar, they said that there are about 5 chords you can learn kind of like in a weekend, and you'll be able to play a bunch of songs once you kind of measure those and learn those 4 or 5 chords, because it's all kind of based on that.
Okay, may I recommend, too, if guitar is a little bit too big of a bite to take for you, try ukulele. You can learn some songs quickly on the uke.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Also somewhat easy to learn. Lockpicking. They say if you spend a weekend, you can get above average.
Really?
At lockpicking if you spend a weekend to do it.
I saw somebody do one of those, like the locks that you use for your lockers, the master locks or whatever those were.
Okay.
I saw somebody on TikTok teaching you how to, if you forget your combination, how to open your lock.
Oh.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fairly simple.
I love it. That's a fun trick.
Also, fairly simple, apparently, basic clothes mending and altering. So a lot of it you don't even need like a sewing machine for.
I need something that's going to wow somebody, though. I don't want to be like, hey, I can sew up that hole in your sock.
Yeah, I'm not going to go, wow.
Okay. How about juggling 3 balls?
Can do that one.
I can do that one, too.
I can juggle.
Yeah.
I can if I, like, get a good first throw. Yeah, otherwise
It's all
I'm
about that
over the
first throw?
place. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I can do like 3 tennis balls. I don't know. I haven't tried like 3 bowling pins. Something that takes a turn
Yeah.
in the
It's
throw.
you're
a little more complicated. But they say you spend a weekend, you'll be all right, especially if you just want to learn how to juggle 3 balls.
I was surprised how easy it was. Actually.
Although
I used to see people do it. I'm like, can I do it? Yeah, it's
Right,
easy.
you can. Although I've already met a bunch of females who can juggle 3 balls, but that's downtown Columbus. So that's right.
Sounds like a medical problem, but go on.
Let's see. Also on here, a simple thing to learn, and this one is impressive. I've seen people do this online. Microsoft Excel. Not necessarily a party trick, but they say within a few hours you can learn the basics of pivot tables and XLOOKUP. I don't know what that means.
My wife is a wizard on Excel.
Really?
That's what she does all day.
Okay. Well, if you know pivot tables and XLOOKUP, that basically lands you in the Office Excel guru category because most people can't even do that. But they say, again, you spend a weekend, you're going to be able to do that. Also on here, solving a Rubik's Cube, which is really interesting because I saw this sitting on, I forgot whose desk this was on the other day, but I grabbed it and I brought it in because apparently there's a secret. There's like 5 moves, and if you do the same 5 moves over and over, it's instantly going to solve the Rubik's
No
Cube.
kidding. I've always wondered. I could never, ever do it.
I'm gonna look it up here when we go to commercial. I'm gonna see if I can solve this before we come back.
I like those guys who can do it in like 10 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
It's nuts.
They just look at it. Guys,
an algorithm.
Yeah, they do it behind their back.
Yeah.
They just look at it and they know.
Wild.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then finally on the list, in terms of wow skills that apparently are super easy to learn, fire eating. Looks impressive and dangerous, but is surprisingly easy to learn.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't want to learn.
Yeah. It's not
Feels like something can go sideways real fast with that.
real quick. Yeah, not something. Every time I see it, like just picture the roof of my mouth all.
Yeah.
Oh,
You ever it bit into like a pizza roll that is right out of the microwave, and you get those bumps on the roof of your mouth? Yeah, you're going to stick an entire engorged. What are you sticking in your mouth that's engorged? Inflamed stick in your mouth? Anyways, if you're looking for a wild skill, apparently those are the ones that are easy to learn. So I had a realization last week, and I thought it'd be kind of funny. I don't know if anyone's going to respond to this particular conversation or if anyone else has something like this, because I don't want to. I'm not trying to go dark. Obviously, like in my family, there is a line of addiction that runs in my family, and that happens to a lot of families. But I want to know if there's something in your family tree that tends to happen to your family a lot. And my example is the fact that probably, 6 or 7 years ago, my mother was going to the store, and it was in the wintertime, and they had one of the stores had like one of those A-frame, like metal signs out front advertising whatever they were advertising. And she tripped and fell, and she busted her face pretty good, and her elbow too. In fact, I remember when I was living in Colorado at the time, and she called and told me what happened. Of course, I was upset. And are you okay? And she was having trouble eating. I went online and I ordered an Extend-A-Fork that extended out to about 6 feet, so she didn't have to move her elbow. It was the gift I got her, a recovery gift, was the Extend-A-Fork. And then about 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, my sister in Detroit tripped and fell over a curb. Busted her face up. Her 2 front teeth were loose. In fact, I'm pretty sure she has to go get them taken out and get like the permanent implants, which she's going to get. And then last week, while walking up to the tee box, I tripped over one of the steps. Thankfully, golf courses are covered in grass, and I just face planted and tripped.
Oh, damn.
Right into the tee box. Like, apparently, tripping and falling face first runs in my family. So I want to know, is there anything that kind of runs in your family? Do you? I don't know what another example would be, but something that seems to happen to you and all of your siblings. Something that happened to your grandfather, your father, and now you. 800-821-9970 if you can think of one. I see you guys both contemplating. Can you think of something? And again, I'm not trying to go dark here. I'm not trying to talk addiction runs on my family. That's not where I'm going. Just something silly.
Silly.
Something silly that seems to happen to your family a lot.
I know my wife and her mom seem to fall down a lot or hurt themselves. I don't know,
They're just clumsy?
It's not even that. Sometimes I think it's just bad luck. Well, you remember my wife at Sonic Temple. She had the skid fall on her ankle and sprain her ankle and cause a hemoglobin. She missed the whole damn weekend.
Yeah,
First day of your Aruba trip.
First day of Aruba.
Right.
She slipped and broke her wrist.
Right.
And her mom's done that a couple of times.
That actually would be a good one. Like you and for some reason the lineage always have travel problems. We always, no matter where we go, we seem to have travel problems. That would be something that would kind of run in your family.
I would say on my mom's side of the family, my grandfather was a jazz drummer. I mean, a famous jazz drummer in New Orleans. And my grandmother, my mom's mom, is a famous singer. She sang on the radio, NBC Radio Network. She sang on WBNS here in town. They used to do live shows back in the 30s and 40s. And my grandmother was a decently successful singer.
Okay.
My mom then was a performer. She was a dancer, and she did a lot of productions here in Columbus, some stuff in New Orleans, New York, etc. She had some decent amount of success before she got married. So, and then me, I'm on the radio. So I feel like there is a line of people desperate to be on the stage.
Right. There's an entertainment bug that runs in the family. You totally see that. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Cam.
Ken?
Cam.
All right, Cam. What is something that kind of seems silly-wise that runs through your family?
In my personal experience or opinion, my family has what I call the yapper gene, where both my grandfather, my mother, and my brother tend to talk a lot. They'll call so often. Just to chat. Like, I'll be coming home from work, and my mother would call me just to talk, and she would talk more at me than, to me for, 40 minutes straight.
Wow.
And my brother will do the same, and it's easier with my brother because at least my brother will talk to me instead of just, dumping on me about his day. He'll try and, ask me about things that are going on with me. But it's the yapper gene.
The yapper gene.
Okay.
Yep.
You know those families. They talk, and they talk loud constantly.
Yeah. Just talk and talk and talk. I don't know if I'd make it in that family. I'm not very good at small talk.
Yeah, but that's when you rely on them to just do the talking.
They'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, just sit there and put the phone on mute, let them go. Yeah. All right, Cam, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Ken texted in that all the females in his family got pregnant at 16.
Oh!
So there's something that runs in the family.
That's something that definitely runs in the family. 2461 says, short-term memory, fourth generation here.
Oh, okay. Memory or memory loss?
Well, I'll tell you what, short-term memory, I totally get that. I mean, I've shared the fact that Nora calls me goldfish because I can't remember a thing. It's awful.
Yes.
Let's see. Doug, bad teeth. Long line of people doing their own dental work. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do your own dental work.
Oh, yeah, he jacked up his tooth doing that. Doug did.
His own dental work?
Yes.
Why are you doing...
Well, it is expensive. I guess if you can do it on your own, that's...
But yeah, that was... on my mom's side of the family, gum disease, just hereditary, man. My grandfather had false teeth before he was 40 years old.
Man.
Yeah.
6332. My family has a tendency to lose fingers.
Wow.
Thankfully, pretty good at getting them reattached, but not looking forward to that.
Oh, Ashley.
Wait, so, Ashley, are you just going day by day, just waiting to lose a digit? And are you, more cautious around sharp objects? Remember the old paper cutter back in school? Shink.
Oh,
shink.
Yes.
Had that small machete at the end of it, and you had to make sure to watch your fingers.
No.
What a thing to have in your family, knowing that pretty much every generation someone has lost a finger.
You gotta walk around with oven mitts on.
Right. Yeah, do you tape oven mitts to your hand?
Steel gloves.
Gosh.
800-821-9970. Is there something that just tends to run in your family outside of the addiction or the... cancer runs in families. I get it. Or those silly little things that run in your family. 800-821-9970. It's 99.7 The Blitz. This past weekend while golfing, I was walking up to one of the tee boxes and I tripped over a step and I face planted. Thankfully, it was all grass. But it got me thinking because about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago now, my sister in Detroit tripped and fell and busted her face. And it was about 7 years ago. My mom did the same thing and busted her face pretty good. And it, like tripping and falling on her face just all of a sudden seems to run in the family. So I wanted to know, what's something kind of silly that runs in your family? And the texts are rolling in. Thena says we're all workaholics, type A extroverts who are loud and don't know a stranger. Not a single wallflower in the family, and that includes the kids. Oh, that's got to be a loud household. Just everyone being type A extroverts all over the place. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Caitlin.
Oh, yeah. Thena says something in her family is, they call it Vulcan mode. It's whenever there's an emergency, like a car accident, someone needs to go to the ER. No emotion, just pure logic kicks in. After the situation is handled, then the emotions come out.
Okay,
I love that quality.
No,
that
absolutely.
I hope you have a lot of first responders in your family.
Get things done, for sure.
Yeah.
Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Matt.
Matt, all right, Matt. What's something?
How you guys doing this morning?
Good. What's something that kind of runs?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Hey, you're my birthday twin. I realize that. July 2nd.
Happy birthday on July 2nd.
We are not going back to this again. We spent enough time talking about this. We're not.
Sorry.
Her birthday.
We're not going back to this again. I come from a long line of bathroom humor in the family.
Okay.
Everyone in your family makes poop jokes.
Yeah, and also, like, decor. My grandmother used to have a little, like, old-timey sign over the commode that said, "We aim to please. You aim too, please."
Oh, I like that.
And my parents had a little sign that had 2 geese and a bird bath that said, "A goose in the shower is good, clean fun."
Oh, I can tell you for a fact it is. 100%.
My bachelor had some Michigan toilet paper, and I took a sign from work that said "mask required."
Yes. Well, Matt, I really appreciate the call, man. I hope you have a great Tuesday.
You guys.
Let's see, 9577. We all went to jail. Okay.
Oh,
that's something to run in the family. Let's see, who else here? Tammy, is a family full of a-holes considered genetically inherited? I don't know if it's genetically inherited.
But if it's a trend that runs through the family, I like it. I like that answer.
Let's see. Shai says, I'm third generation of school bus drivers. My grandmother was a school bus driver. My mother was a school bus driver. Both drove for over 15 years. My mom actually trained me to get my CDL. Okay.
That's great. Yeah. Similar.
Randy says, I love my wife and daughter, but I've seen them trip over nothing just standing still.
What is that? That's a thing, huh?
That is a thing. Someone else said my family and I can trip over air.
So it's just clumsy.
Yeah, I think it would just be flat out clumsy. Yeah. Here's an interesting one, 9066. This is an interesting thing to have running in your family. Spinal fusion of the neck. Man.
Oh.
My grandfather on my dad's side had neck fusion in the 90s. I had mine in 2016. My dad's youngest daughter's sister had hers a month after me.
Jeez.
Everyone.
The genetic issue with the spine. That's crazy.
I guess so. That's really unfortunate. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning. It's Adam.
Adam, what's something that kind of runs in your family?
Okay, so my entire family, every family member, anytime we're on the phone with each other and someone says, I got to go, or I got to go do something, we instantaneously hang up and say, okay, goodbye. Instantly.
I got to go. Okay, goodbye. Click.
Yeah, it's just like that. My kids do it, my mother, my father, everyone. So we don't hang on the phone.
I can say I have known some people where it's like, all right, so hope everything is well. I'm going to get going. So let me tell you real quick. And it's like, wait a minute. All right, no, I just said.
He just did it.
Touche, sir.
Very good, Adam.
Very good.
Great.
Let's end on 5666. In-laws all have IBS, but not just them. Everyone they're married to also has IBS. Oh, let's just say the family events, someone is always rushing to the bathroom.
Oh, that is really good. Oh.
Is IBS genetic? I don't know.
I guess it could be.
Yeah, but they also
I don't know.
marry people who have
Yeah,
IBS.
what is that?
So it's like you can sense it in other people, and you're attracted to it.
He's a match. He's a match.
Is it kind of like a dog? You walk up behind him and you're like, IBS. Yeah, that's we pair well. We should definitely.
It's a pheromone.
Or do you specifically search out someone else with it so they kind of know what you're going through and the struggles of living with something like that and gastrointestinal issues.
There's another new dating app for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What would that be?
I feel like you got to search out somebody who doesn't have it so that you're not competing for bathroom time. Like, literally, I'm not going downstairs to go to the bathroom all the time.
You at least have to have enough income for a 2-bathroom house.
Yeah, and then you have somebody who has compassion because you both are in the same situation.
CompassionPoopers.com?
Right, there it is. There it is.
IBS. I'm trying to think. That's a good niche website.
How about IBSing?
IBSing, that's not bad.
IBSing.com.
Trademark pending.
Kelly wins.
I like it.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
2 construction workers installing storm drains and piping underground in Sunbury were rescued after a trench collapsed on them. It happened at a site on Millstone Drive at about 1:30 p.m. yesterday. When first responders arrived, they say one person was buried up to their waist, another buried up to their neck, and then a third worker was digging them out with a bucket. Like, furiously just digging these guys out. The guy up to his waist was removed fairly quickly. It took about 2 hours to get the second victim out, and then all 3 workers were taken to the hospital with some minor injuries. The site is shut down for the rest of the week. East Coast storms are impacting millions. Flash flood warnings went out yesterday for parts of New York City and New Jersey, where things got so bad that New Jersey's governor, Phil Murphy, declared a state of emergency, and then the storm system sent floodwaters rushing through New York subway stations, which is always wild. There were mass transit nightmares. Flights into and out of the region saw delays. And then in Texas, rain is hampering recovery efforts in the flood-ravaged area of Texas Hill Country. Search and rescue put on hold yesterday after a storm system brought more dangerous conditions to central Texas, where over 160 people are still missing after July 4th floods claimed some 130 lives. All right, opening arguments begin this morning in the trial of a Colorado dentist accused of killing his wife by poisoning her protein shakes and then later trying to pay someone to kill the lead investigator in the case. 47-year-old James Craig, again, a dentist. This man's a professional, went through a lot of schooling to get where he was. He somehow got a hold of some cyanide and also used the over-the-counter eye drops where the tetrahydrozoline inside can poison you to death.
What?
Yeah, and slowly was like putting this in her protein shakes. Now, she ended up, her name's Angela Craig. She ended up in the emergency room several times before she died. She's 6 kids with this guy. All right? Anyway, he apparently, and this is all on surveillance, where she was so mad at him because she's like, "Why are you telling the hospital staff that I'm suicidal? I'm not suicidal. Why are you?" So he's trying to set the stage for her eventual death and claim it was suicide. Anyway, he ends up arrested after she dies. There's a lot of Google search evidence against him, like how to make a murder look like a heart attack and is arsenic detectable in an autopsy. All right, so they know right off this guy's guilty, or at least allegedly.
How was he smart enough to become a dentist?
No,
this
right.
guy's an idiot.
Well, more importantly, like, to go through all this work to try and... What did she do?
Right?
I know, she gave you 6 children, I'll tell you that. But anyway, so he gets thrown in jail after he gets arrested, charged with murder. So he tries to pay a fellow inmate $20,000 to kill the lead investigator in the case.
Wow.
So they've got, now, okay, this is another prisoner. I mean, they're like, well, I mean, it'd probably be easy to say you can't trust or believe this guy, but a fellow prisoner is claiming, yeah, this guy offered me $20,000 to figure out a way to kill the lead investigator in the case. So this is going to be an interesting case, twists and turns. But yeah, no doubt he is.
What part of Colorado is this from? Does this
Denver.
It was in Denver?
Yeah, Denver suburb. Yeah.
And now you got 6 kids with no parents.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm cool with the dad not being in the picture, but
Well, yeah, I know. But
yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, how does it build up to something like this where you're going to go buy cyanide? And how can you be so smart to become a dentist but not know that, hey, Google history.
Yeah.
Google search history.
So dumb. All right. Those are your three things.
Big show coming to Cincinnati a week from Friday. The Offspring is going to be with Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory. And we have got tickets. Kirsten's on the phone. Hi, Kirsten. How are you?
Hi, I'm all right.
Wonderful. Well, we would love to send you to Cincinnati to check out this show. I told this story earlier this morning that I was already kind of awake and tossing and turning, and out of nowhere, we heard a big crash, broken glass downstairs, and I grabbed my bat. Nora dialed 911 and had it ready to hit send. And as it turned out, a picture fell off the wall and shattered glass everywhere. But it happened to be a picture that she made with some notes that I wrote her when I proposed.
Aww.
And it kind of brought up the memory that one of the things I was going to do for the proposal is get a cameo from the NFL player that she had a little fling with before we ever met. And I was going to have him do the proposal for me. Except he wanted $600 for a cameo.
Dang.
Really?
Yes.
Were you like, dude, we're Eskimo brothers. Don't I get a deal?
That's what I was gonna. I tried to message him. I tried to call the Chargers, and they wouldn't take any. They don't take phone calls. You can't just call an NFL team. Surprisingly, they don't just take phone calls. But it brought up a game I've played before, and it's Cameo Price is Right. So here's the deal, Kirsten. I'm going to give you two names, and you have to tell me who you think costs more to get a cameo from, okay?
All right.
All right, Kirsten, here we go. Speaking of the NFL, we'll start with this. Brett Favre or Ray Lewis, both huge former NFL stars. Who is more expensive on cameo, Brett Favre or Ray Lewis?
I would probably say Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
I would have said the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
I think a murder rap will hurt your cameo price.
You're right.
I mean, Brett Favre.
You're right.
My God.
Brett Favre is $300. Ray Lewis is $100.
I didn't think it'd be that different.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's significant.
All right, let's try again, Kirsten. Here we go. Vanilla Ice or iced tea? Who's more expensive on cameo, Vanilla Ice or iced tea?
Sure, I don't even know. Ice-T. He's from Law and Order, ain't he?
Ice-T is on Law and Order.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Vanilla Ice, baby.
Correct.
I'd say Vanilla, the iced tea.
Iced tea.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Iced tea.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, iced tea, more expensive. $600 for iced tea, $399 for Vanilla Ice.
I wouldn't pay that for either one.
Really?
That's a lot.
He fell off years ago.
Yeah, it's true. Although he's still rich. He's got so much real estate. He went into real estate, and it's just ridiculous. Like home repairs and things like that. Vanilla Ice.
He had that show. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's try this one. Kevin O'Leary. He's the short, bald guy from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary. What do they call him? Mr. Wonderful or something like that? Mr. something. He's got a nickname. I can't remember what it is. Anyways, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank or Chuck Norris. Who is more expensive on Shark Tank?
Who's more, what, on Shark Tank?
More expensive.
On Cameo.
On Cameo. I'm sorry. Not on Shark. on Cameo. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank or Chuck Norris. Who's more expensive on Cameo? Give me a guess.
Let's throw out a name.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
Say Chuck Norris. I would think Chuck Norris.
Me too.
Chuck Norris is $450 for a cameo, which is interesting because he will actually reach through the phone and smack you. That's what Chuck Norris does. Kevin O'Leary, $1,500.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he just doesn't want to do them.
Right.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Or if you really want him that bad, he'll do it. Yeah.
All right, let's try one more here. Here we go. Classic rock rocker Ted Nugent or former NFL superstar Michael Irving. Who is more expensive on Cameo? Ted Nugent, the Nuge, or Michael Irving?
The playmaker. 3 Super Bowl rings.
I'm going to say Michael Irving.
Michael Irving is the correct answer. Yeah, $500 for Michael Irving. Ted Nugent, $400. That seems a bit much. I'm not paying that much for
either one of them.
For either one of them. You're right. You know what, Kirsten? You did good enough. We'll get you tickets for the Offspring next Friday in Cincinnati. You're going to be there. I say you make a weekend of it and go down and enjoy and have a good time. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Hell yeah. All I want some Blitz rock.
There you go. You hang on 1 second. We'll get you hooked up.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Not that I came this close, but I have had a scenario like this. But this was in the mountains of Colorado, not in New York City where this man is. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm going to save that story for a second. Hold on. I want to get back to this story first. The story in Oklahoma, where a sad story, actually. There is a farmer who was at a livestock auction and ended up purchasing 2 water buffaloes. I'm not exactly sure what the water buffaloes were being used for. I don't know why you would buy water buffaloes. Do they eat water buffalo? Do you raise them and kill them?
I don't know. But I didn't know they could.
Buffalo
they
milk?
could. I didn't know they could. Can they breathe underwater? They have gills or something? Because there's a video out there, and it pops up all the time where this water buffalo's under the water. It looks like a giant fish is coming out from under this grass, and it's a friggin' water buffalo.
Is it just to have exotic animals at your farm?
That could be it too. Can we go back to the fact that Thick just asked if water buffaloes have gills?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was under the water for a long time.
Okay, you don't know if water buffaloes have gills.
I have no idea. I don't even know if I've ever seen a water buffalo outside of that video.
All right, well, I can tell you for a fact water buffaloes do not have gills.
What? Okay. They just hold their breath a long time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hippos don't have gills.
That's true. I didn't know, man. Why is it called a water buffalo?
I don't know why it's called the water buffalo. Anyways, this poor gentleman was at a livestock auction, bought himself a couple of water buffaloes, and the day later, out in the field, he is killed by 2 water buffaloes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Unfortunately, police were called to the farm in Jones, Oklahoma, about 20 miles northeast of Oklahoma City on Friday, about 8:35, when they found, they know he was there, but they couldn't get to him because the water buffaloes were so aggressive, they actually had to put down the water buffaloes just to get to the man's body.
Dang.
Again, what he was doing in the field with the water buffaloes, I am uncertain. What agitated the water buffaloes, they are still uncertain. But, yeah.
Somebody was messing with their gills, I think.
Yeah.
That's what was going on.
What you're not supposed to do to a water buffalo is walk up to their gills and go, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Wagner said they use water. Buffalo make fresh mozzarella cheese.
What?
I'm just telling you what Wagner said.
Oh, there's no way. So anyways, yes, very unfortunate. This man, just a day after purchasing water buffaloes, the tragic accident, and he is no longer with us. Okay, second story, taking us out to New York City, where a man has given us probably one of the greatest news interviews of all time because he had a face-to-face encounter with a large cat. And from the Ring doorbell footage, it looks like... At minimum, it looks like a mountain lion.
It's got to be a mountain lion.
And I would even go as far as it's almost the size of like a tiger. Like this is a very large cat walking down the street in New York. And then the news caught up with this man. Here's what he had to tell the news.
I heard the roar. I felt that roar. I knew to keep it pushing. I knew that. After I see the people run, I just see something big just walking, just right over here, right by the bush. It went right over here. I swear, I promise you, it went right over there. And it said, "Rawr!" And I just kept walking. I seen it, seen me, see it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man. I'm out. It about like this big. Word. It was just walking, slithering. Like it was, I don't know, man. I gotta keep this bat right here, man. I'm gonna keep this bat right here, man, just in case. I'm gonna protect this. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to us, nothing, okay? They ain't find it last night. It's still out here. It could be out here in one of these bushes or something. You know, them mountain lions, they be, wow. They crawling, they serious. I don't play with lions. I don't play with tigers, bears, nothing with the wild. I don't play with those. I promise you. I don't even do roller coasters. I'm good.
I want to hang out with that guy. He sounds like a blast.
I don't do tigers. I don't do none of that. I don't even do roller coasters.
I love what he said.
I seen it, seen me, see it.
I saw it, but it saw me, see it.
Absolutely. One of the greatest news interviews of all time. It takes me back about, oh my God, what was it, 10 years ago? There was a young lady who was interviewed by the news after there was an apartment fire where she lived.
Yes.
Let's see if you remember this one.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Me and Charlie always go, I got to get me a cold pop from that interview.
Man, I don't know. Between those two, I don't know which is the better news interview. They're both.
Man.
What about the dude that found the Cleveland gals? Remember that guy?
Oh my gosh, yeah. The three girls that had been kept.
Oh, that were kept in the yes. Oh, that was a crazy one too, for sure. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I was like, wow.
Yeah, but then there was Casa Linda.
My friend came to the door. She said, well, I was on the phone cooking me and my baby some breakfast. And she said, hey, something wrong. It's popping. I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, no. So the girl come downstairs. She come out her apartment with her baby with no shoes on. I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, oh, man. She said, oh, man, the building is on fire. I said, no, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire. Not today.
Not today. That was the
Okay, the guy in Cleveland was the one who did that Dead giveaway. They remixed it to that Dead Giveaway. Dead Giveaway. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you see yourself a mountain lion, if you see yourself a mountain lion, definitely avoid it. That's rule number 2 in life. If you see a mountain lion, do everything you can to avoid it. Rule number 1 in life, don't tickle a water buffalo's gills.
Yes. But
you will
lesson
end up
learned.
dead. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Saw an article last week that talked about Gen Zers and Gen Zers that lying on their resume, and it brought up a memory of about 10 years ago or so, and the girl I was dating at the time was in college for her master's degree. I was working radio, but I got laid off, and I was kind of looking at things outside of radio. And so I was getting my resume together, but her being kind of more in the professional field, if you will. And she was getting her master's in marketing. I said, will you help me with my resume? Because all I had was a radio resume, which they're pretty one-sided, half a sheet.
Oh, it's really just a demo. Your resume.
Yeah, these are the stations I worked at.
Yeah.
Because if you're in radio, you know what the promotions director does. You know what the morning show. I don't have to list my skills.
Yeah,
you know what I do.
Your demo's what matters.
Right, exactly.
It's just, you can't really lie on that.
But here's the thing. I have gone to 3, let's call it 3.5 schools. When I graduated high school, I went to a community college because my grades were so poor in high school. That was the only school I was getting into. And after doing a year at community college, I ended up getting I get into a college in Traverse City, Michigan, which is where I went for a year. But I failed so miserably out of that, I had to leave. And that's when I started getting into radio, got my internship. And then what do they have? What's here? The Ohio School of Broadcasting here. We've got one in Detroit that was very famous called Specs Howard. So I went to a radio school for a year, and that's when I started my career. And then, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, I did an online course through U of M and got a Michigan certificate for a business class that I took through Michigan. On my resume, I put bachelor's degree. She got so mad at me for lying on my resume. I can't believe you would do this. It's an insult to everyone who gets their bachelor's degree. I was like, are you kidding? Everyone lies on their resume. Everyone has fibbed a little bit on their resume. And as it turns out, most people do. The 4 biggest things. Number 1, faking educational qualifications right off the bat. Sometimes they lie about the school they attended. I never lied about the school I attended. I just lied about how much schooling I technically did.
Right.
Inflating work experience. Are you adding some years on to where you worked or what you did at that work or at that job and padding your experience there? Concealing criminal history or trying to conceal criminal history. And then claiming knowledge or skills you don't possess. Again, I would think that would be fairly common as well if you're trying to get your foot in the door. So I want to know if you lied on your resume or what did you fib about? What are you pointing at there, Thick?
You want to play the guy?
Oh, you got the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
This is the guy that is on TikTok.
Yes.
Not one word on my resume is true. And I'm killing these interviews because I'm just Johnny Ham checking my way through everything. I Googled a few terms and I'm just throwing them out there. I was like, yeah, I exceeded OTEs by 25%, retaining customer growth. I had one guy, I said I worked a sales development representative at Prime 7 Real Estate. And he took one look at my resume and he goes, Prime 7's a really good company. I made it up. It's not even real. That's how stupid these people are. And you go, oh, I don't get it. I have a good resume. I'm losing to people. You're losing to people like me who are making up.
I mean, he's not wrong.
That's funny. That's a good company, and it doesn't exist. That's
You
so
guys,
great.
he referred to Johnny Hamcheck. You guys know who Johnny Hamcheck is?
No.
You've got to watch some of his videos. He's local to Columbus.
Oh, is he really?
Yes. And he goes around to like work sites and acts like he belongs. He's like, yeah, he'll say, hey, Steve Balboni sent me here with the 6.5 inch something or others. And yeah, they let him into these jobs. He's just like kind of like seeing how far he can get on job sites or in other situations with different people's names. And even it's really funny. So and the whole thing's just a put on. So I can see how that.
Any HR managers out there that deal with, people lying on their resume? I mean, it's all about those keywords, customer retention.
Yeah.
And I was 15% over my sales growth quota.
Right.
It's all about what you can, how you can grab the attention. But, we've talked about this before. So many companies are just shoveling resumes through AI now.
Yeah.
And they're letting AI pick who actually gets the in-person interview.
And I bet AI can very quickly find out if you're lying. I mean, your AI just puts you put that information to AI, and AI can round up all the information to confirm everything on your resume in seconds.
But how do you think it does that? What, if you put a reference down?
Well, you said you had a bachelor's degree.
Right.
From whatever school, and you your name's on your resume. AI in seconds will see if you got your degree from that school.
Oh, yeah, I guess they could find that. I would love to find the nicest person in Columbus. Like, I want to call.
You're working with her.
No. I want to call a random number and tell them that I was rushed in an interview for a reference, and I put their number down to see if they would pretend to be my reference, and see if some stranger would actually take a call from an HR director and be like, oh, yeah, they worked for me for 5 years. Would anybody be willing to lie for someone on their resume? That's another. I bet that's another popular lie. Have you put down a friend as your boss?
I could definitely see that happen.
And have them call your friend pretending to be your old supervisor?
Yeah, that'd be
that's
a good idea, actually.
I think that would totally work. Has someone done that? 800-821-9970. I would love to know if someone did that or the lie you told on your resume. 99.7 The Blitz. Well, this article states that a large percentage of people are actually fibbing on their resume and have been it's been going on forever. Trying to get that little leg up, especially nowadays, things being so tough in the workforce. 2403 says, I've heard about people putting businesses that are no longer around on their resumes. Example, like, I was a store manager at Circuit City.
Yes. That's kind of a good idea.
They can't check it.
I ran Damon's, the place for ribs. They're gone. What are you going to do?
Nikki says my bestie is an HR recruiter, and I ran my resume through her. She tweaked it for me, and I've also used her as my quote-unquote boss before.
Ah.
Absolutely. I want to thank Jeff And I also want to thank, where was 8847, Patrick. Jeff and Patrick both texted and said, I got you, Goose. They would be my resume. They would be my personal references and lie for me. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
That's a really good one. And I completely understand trying to hide any criminal past. That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, but they run a background check, right?
Well, not everybody.
Not everyone does. But I mean, if we're going to be like a country of second chances, like, come on.
Yeah.
Shouldn't completely eliminate you from working in the job force.
But, it's that whole stigma.
Yeah, absolutely. 5956 says, I've 100% both lied and had someone lie for me on my resume.
All right, like a reference call or whatever?
Yep. Cheryl, I totally get this. She says the ones who suffer are those of us who have to work with those unqualified liars once they get hired.
So true.
Yeah. There is the downside of that.
You don't know how to create a spreadsheet. Great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when they start asking the basic questions right off the bat, you're like, wait a minute. Dominic says, see, I'm out here being honest with my resume and people out here just lying. What the F?
I think it does. In the long run, you make it easier on yourself if you tell the truth. Because, then you're not expected to do stuff you don't know how to do. But if you get desperate, you got to juice it up a little bit.
You do have... You gotta juice.
Like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Look what that was so great.
Yeah? I mean,
and then she's giving work to other people. She's delegating the work because she has no idea how to do it.
Yeah, just got to fake it till you make it sometimes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
A teenage girl was arrested on multiple charges when she reportedly fought with police following a melee at the Trumbull County Fair where she punched an officer's horse. The incident happened on Sunday night at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds. Police called to the fairgrounds after a fight broke out, but by the time they arrived, the fight had ended. But a group of juveniles reportedly refused to leave and started yelling, being verbally abusive, physically resisting officers. So one of the officers used her horse to try to push the crowd out of the fairgrounds. This teenager apparently turned around, swung her purse at the officer and the horse, punched the horse in the neck, shoulder, and chest. That girl was arrested and charged.
What the heck?
Yeah. A teenager was killed after he was sucked into a meat grinder at a frozen burrito factory in California on Sunday.
What?
Oh, gosh. A 19-year-old sanitation employee at Tina's Burritos. It's a food processing plant in Vernon, California. It was cleaning the meat grinder during an after-hours sanitation shift. Somehow, this meat grinder became activated. Sucked him inside.
Wow.
This happened about 9:30 at night. Started yelling for help. Other workers were trying to turn off the machine, but could not do it. Shortly after authorities arrived at the scene, found the 19-year-old dead inside.
There was a story last week of some guy overseas somewhere ran onto the tarmac at the airport and got sucked into the turbine engine of the plane.
Yes.
Some people are saying he went out there, or he intentionally did it, and other people are saying it was an awful mistake. He was chasing a plane or something and ended up...
That's a horrible way to go.
I can't even fathom.
Hope it was quick.
Customs officials have released photos from a seizure of roughly 1,500 young tarantulas found inside plastic containers that have been hidden in chocolate sponge cake boxes shipped to an airport in Western Germany. So customs officials found the shipment at Cologne Bonn Airport in a package that arrived from Vietnam. But they said it really smelled bad. It definitely did not smell like chocolate sponge cake. So they're like, let's check this out. Opened it up. And there were 1,500 young tarantulas inside plastic containers. Many of them did not survive the trip. And of course, this violates animal welfare rules in Germany. They did give the survivors over to an expert handler. And it was addressed to there was a person that was supposed to come pick it up. So they knew who it was. They filed charges. And criminal proceedings are underway. Why do you want 1,500 baby tarantulas?
There's no...
For what reason?
There is absolutely no reason whatsoever.
I don't know what you're doing with those. But anyway, those are your 3 things.
Well, we all know TikTok trends are a thing. It happens. One person does something funny, and then next thing you know, everyone runs with it. You see people all over the place doing it. I do enjoy the latest trend, which isn't like people physically doing something, but they are adding a sound, and it's the Jet 2 holiday sound that they're now adding.
The what?
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, and then people will post videos of their vacation mishaps.
Oh, okay.
But they play the sound. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but something in the background's going horribly awry.
Right.
That's funny trend. I like seeing those mishaps. But fashion and fashion trends are definitely something that can become something famous on TikTok that people will try. And there's a new one for women. And apparently there is a new trend where women are using Sharpies as lip liner. Yep. They're taking Sharpie and drawing on the outside of their lips to make more shades. Don't do this. Don't do this at all.
That is... I don't understand.
They make lip liner.
Yeah, I know.
That is made for your skin. Why would you draw on yourself with Sharpie permanent marker?
I imagine the Sharpies are cheaper than the makeup.
Yeah, but you know what isn't? The help you're going to need to stop the burning or the redness. One influencer said, my lips weren't burning, but I could definitely feel my lips drying out. I wouldn't recommend doing this regularly. I can definitely taste and smell the chemicals that are on me.
This is natural selection. This is straight up common sense or lack thereof. I mean, come on.
One poison control center said permanent markers, including brands like Sharpie, contain ink that is made from the chemicals xylene, toluene, and urethane resin. And breathing the fumes can be harmful. So if you've got it on your lips, directly below your nostrils, you're causing yourself some problems. Sharpie themselves say, the markers are safe when used for their initial intent. Artwork, drawing on paper, writing on tape if you want to label something. Don't put it around your mouth. What are you doing?
We're a nation of sheep. I'm telling you.
Get it.
There's just a severe lack of common sense.
What do you think, or why would you think that a Sharpie will do better than actual lip liner, which is available? I just don't understand. So, if you're a young lady out there, or you have young ladies in your family, make sure they're not doing the Sharpie lip liner trend. It is not going to end well. 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Little tidbits you can take with you. If you want to share them, feel free to do so. Pine weevil insects place their poop next to their eggs to keep predators away.
Okay, I get that.
I mean,
weevils.
See why it would work, for sure. Yeah. I'm not going near a pile of poop. I don't care what's around it.
Right. I wonder how common that is for other animals, though, too. Because, I mean, animals use, they mark their territory. They use it.
That is
for
true.
Different things. So.
That's true. The area now known as Wisconsin was spelled Ouisconsin from when it was discovered in the 1600s till about the 1820s, when the U.S. government actually started spelling it Wisconsin.
But it was still pronounced Wisconsin?
That's a good question. It was a Wisconsin?
Maybe, yeah.
O-U-I that's how you spell we in French, right?
Yeah.
So Wisconsin?
Okay, all right. So it was probably more of a Canadian spelling.
Probably. Yeah. No one knows the origin of the name 7-Up, which was created in 1920.
They don't know where it came from?
They don't know where the name 7-Up came from. Why did they name it 7-Up? No one knows why.
It's the Uncola.
It is the Uncola. The only place where the Venus flytrap grows natively is within 60 miles of Wilmington, North Carolina. If it's growing anywhere else, it's because they've been transplanted there.
Okay.
I'm so curious to know how they know that. That's the only native area where Venus flytraps grow. And why there?
Yeah, really.
Why 60 miles outside of Wilmington, North Carolina? That's it. Or within 60 miles of Wilmington,
North
Carolina.
But he was a great DJ in Cincinnati.
DJ Venus Flytrap?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to look him up. I don't know if I know DJ.
Oh, no, he's on WKRP in Cincinnati. Venus flytrap.
Right.
Him and Dr. Johnny
Fever. Yep, absolutely. Okay. And finally, in the 1930s, a brand of toilet paper called Northern Bath Tissue marketed it itself with the slogan 100% splinter-free, because that was not always the guarantee with toilet paper back then.
Oh, my God.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Are you're saying before 1930 there was a chance be wiping my butt and all of a sudden, yeah.
Oh, what about that? Is the worst place ever to get a splinter.
And then do you have to ask someone to get it out?
Hey, could you take these
grab
tweezers?
The tweezers. Yep, grab the tweezers.
That's right. You'll see it.
Oh. And then instead they're grabbing a couple of those butt hairs and yanking those out.
That sounds like you getting pinched by crawdads.
Oh, man. That's not it. That's not it. Oh man.
That's crazy.
So, thankfully, thank you to Northern Bath Tissue for advancing to splinter-free toilet paper.
Okay. I thought you were going to talk about wiping. I thought that was the...
No. It was about the splinter-free. But, I don't know anyone. No one uses four. I'm trying to comprehend 4 sheets of toilet paper.
Why is it so hard? I mean, you fold it twice. It's a full size of a sheet of toilet paper, but it's 4 squares thick now.
That's even worse. Then you're only using the one sheet, one size square.
Yeah.
But
man, I don't know.
We are never shaking hands again.
Well, dude, I'm sorry that you still wipe like a little boy.
You have got poop palm.
No, I don't.
Straight up.
I don't know what size your beehole is. Mine's the size of a penny.
Maybe a nickel.
Okay. Well, how big's a sheet of toilet paper?
Not that big.
It's much bigger than a nickel.
Yeah, but...
I don't know what you're doing in your bathroom, man.
Wiping properly is what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
No skid marks in my shorts.
You got nothing but bacon and eggs up and down your underwear.
You don't know what you're talking about.
99.7 The Blitz.